Are skyrocketing electric bills in New York draining your wallet? Discovering you can't afford that next utility bill is, frankly, a terrifying feeling. We're all watching those numbers climb, and it's incredibly stressful. But today, we're going to discover powerful resources and tips that can lighten your financial burden right now. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify the complex web of federal, state, and utility-specific energy assistance programs available right here in New York. I know, navigating government websites and figuring out all this utility jargon can literally feel like learning a new language. But don't worry, we're going to break the whole shebang down step by step so you know exactly where to turn for help. We've got a clear roadmap for our explainer today. We'll be covering facing an energy emergency, state energy assistance programs, utility and community grants, long-term energy savings, and finally, questions and next steps. Section 1. Facing an energy emergency and the immediate actions you can take to prevent a utility shutoff. So what happens if you're terrified your power might get disconnected tomorrow? Well, it turns out New York actually has a remarkably robust set of legal protections designed to actively prevent utilities from just suspending your service during critical times. For instance, from November 1st all the way to April 15th, the cold weather rule kicks in. And if you have a certified medical emergency, rely on life support equipment, or if your household is made up entirely of elderly folks, kids under 18, or individuals who are blind or disabled, your utility company absolutely cannot just shut off your heat-related service. They have to go through strict preventative procedures and coordinate with social services first. Now, if you live in the 5 boroughs, you absolutely need to know about the one-shot deal. It's exactly what it sounds like, a vital, one-time emergency cash assistance grant run by the NYC Human Resources Administration, or HRA. Think of it as a financial safety net specifically for low-income New Yorkers facing an urgent, totally unforeseen crisis. And yes, an impending utility shutoff absolutely qualifies. The crucial thing here is acting quickly. You can apply for this emergency grant directly through the Access HRA digital platform or just head to a local job center. You'll need to gather some basic paperwork, things like your rent demand, utility bills, and proof of current income. After you submit that, there's a mandatory eligibility interview. Just keep in mind, under state rules, this is often treated as a zero-interest last resort loan that you might need to repay within 12 months. Though actually, incredibly vulnerable folks like SSI recipients are usually exempt from having to pay it back. Here's another massive lifeline for New Yorkers all across the state: emergency HEAP. Let's say you already have a shutoff notice in hand, or you're down to less than a 10-day supply of heating fuel. Emergency HEAP provides a critical, fast burst of cash assistance to keep the lights and heat on. As long as you meet the household size and income guidelines, this is basically the ultimate emergency brake to stop a shutoff right in its tracks. Section 2. State Energy Assistance Programs, which provide ongoing foundational relief for low and moderate income residents. Okay, let's shift gears from immediate crisis mode to building some long-term stability so those monthly bills become consistently manageable. It's super important to understand the difference between these two state programs. First, we have the Standard Energy Affordability Program, or EAP. This one is pretty much automatic if you're a low-income customer already enrolled in programs like SNAP, Medicaid, or regular HEAP. But recently, New York rolled out the Enhanced Energy Affordability Program, or EEAP. And honestly, this is a real game changer because it casts a much wider net. It specifically targets moderate income households who don't qualify for the traditional EAP, giving them fixed monthly bill credits to really ease the financial pain. Let's put that into perspective and look at the actual numbers for the Enhanced Energy Affordability Program. You can see exactly where your household size and income might fit in. For example, a family of 4 can make up to roughly $133,000 and still potentially qualify for Tier 3 relief. That's huge. It proves you don't actually need to be living below the poverty line to get significant state-mandated help with your utility costs. Going back to regular HEAP for just a second, I want to make sure you hear this loud and clear. Receiving a regular HEAP benefit is a grant. It is absolutely not a loan. Seriously, it's free money from the federal government designed specifically to help you pay for heating and cooling. You should never, ever hesitate to apply if you need the help. But you gotta move fast. You have to reapply annually, and you need to do it quickly each winter because those funds literally run out. Now, what if you're completely buried under past due balances and feel like you're never going to catch up? Well, the Regular Arrears Supplement Program, or RAS, might be your way out. This is a one-time benefit that can wipe out up to $10,000 of electric or gas debt for eligible renters and homeowners. Up to 10 grand. That is a massive, life-changing reset button if your household is drowning in arrears. Section 3. Utility and community grants. Exploring last resort funds and specialized local programs. So, what happens when government money runs out? That's where local nonprofit programs swoop in to act as a fantastic last resort safety net. Almost every major utility partners with nonprofits to offer emergency grants. Take RG&E or NYSEG customers, for example. They have access to the Project Share Heating Fund, which is run by the incredible folks over at HeartShare. If you've got an active disconnect notice and you've exhausted all your other public options, they can step in with a $200 grant to help bridge the gap. Or if you happen to be with Central Hudson, they offer something called the Powerful Opportunity Program, cleverly nicknamed POP. This one is super unique because it combines a monthly budget discount directly with arrears forgiveness. Get this, if you pay your discounted budget bill on time every single month, they will completely erase up to $2,400 of your past due debt over 24 months. It's just a brilliant way to build good payment habits while actively eliminating your debt. It is honestly amazing just how varied these nonprofit and community grants can be. On one hand, National Grid's Hope and Warmth Fund offers specific tiered amounts up to $500, tailored specifically for folks whose income is just a tiny bit too high for HEAP. On the other hand, Orange and Rockland's Neighbor Fund, which is managed by the Salvation Army, has incredibly flexible rules. We're talking no strict age limits, no strict income guidelines, and the money never needs to be repaid. It's definitely worth checking out what your specific local community organizations, like community action agencies or local charities, might offer as well to help ease the burden. Section 4. Long-term energy savings, focusing on proactive measures to reduce future energy consumption. All right, so we've covered how to dig out of an immediate hole and how to snag those monthly discounts, but how do we permanently lower our energy footprint so we aren't constantly stressed about the next bill? Let's talk long-term savings. Through NYSERDA's Empower Plus program, eligible New Yorkers can basically get their homes physically upgraded. First, you get a completely free, comprehensive home energy assessment to find out exactly where your house is leaking money. During that assessment, contractors might just go ahead and install quick fixes right then and there at no cost. Think smart thermostats or LED bulbs. After that, you can access funding for the big stuff like heavy-duty insulation or high-efficiency heat pumps. Now, a super common misconception is that these major structural upgrades are only for homeowners. No way, that is completely untrue. Renters living in 1 to 4 family homes can absolutely qualify for these free efficiency upgrades too. If your household income is below 80% of the state or area median income, or if you're already participating in an assistance program like HEAP or SNAP, you are likely eligible to make your living space dramatically cheaper to heat and cool. Just a quick heads up, some areas do use a 60% median income threshold, so be sure to double-check your local guidelines. Along those same lines, we have the Weatherization Assistance Program, or WAP. This program is open to single-family homes, multifamily units, and renters who are at or below 60% of the state median income. The whole goal here is to seal up drafts and upgrade inefficient heating systems. They specifically prioritize seniors, families with kids, and individuals with disabilities. By physically sealing up the structure of your home against New York's brutal winters, you're proactively solving the root cause of those high utility bills. Section 5. Questions and next steps, including frequently asked questions and some essential disclaimers. Before we wrap up this explainer, let's tackle a couple of the most common questions people have when they're trying to navigate this massive alphabet soup of energy programs. A huge question we constantly see is whether renters can actually get those EAP or EEAP monthly bill discounts we talked about. The answer is an emphatic yes. The only catch is that the energy account itself has to be in the name of someone living in your household. It can't be in your landlord's name or your leasing company's name. Here's another big one. Can you double dip? Like, can you be enrolled in both EAP and EEP at the exact same time to really maximize those discounts? Sadly, the answer is no. These state programs are carefully designed to spread the wealth and help the largest number of unique customers possible with a limited budget. So you can only be enrolled in one at a time, based on your specific income tier and your government benefit status. Finally, we gotta cover our bases. Disclaimer. This explainer is for informational purposes only and is not financial or legal advice. Please consult with a professional or utility representative for personalized guidance. Seriously, I urge you to reach out to your specific utility provider or local social services office today. Take back control of your energy bills and get the personalized help you deserve. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Knowing all these incredible resources are out there just waiting for you, what is the very first step you're going to take today to permanently change your energy footprint?